All right, we're just about ready to get started again. We just got to put out the plan tokens. Just kind of distribute them randomly. All right, and his threats. So now Bullseye is going to be in Times Square. You get a Connections in Central Park and one right here in Stark Labs. So that might be nice if that's the one we want to do again. Secrets. The Corrupted Elite Thugs are still hanging out at Oscorp Tower. I guess that makes sense. Oh, I didn't clean these up. Hold on one second. All right, and now the other secrets can go up here with Kingpin. So I've got these three shuffled up. Just knock that out again real quick. Just kind of picked this order for them at random. Now I'm going to play on the Heroic Challenge again. I have no wilds. The single and double wilds are out of all the decks. You know, we just got to win, so if this makes it really hard and we lose, well, that's totally fine. Bullseye needs his health. There we go. And in a 3-player game, Kingpin gets 8 health. And just to shake things up even more, I'm going to be trying out the Secret Identity Challenge for the first time. I've never played with this. It tells us to place 1 reporter badge on the villain's location and on each location adjacent to the heroes. So we've got these reporters milling about now, trying to discover the heroes' secret identities. Now, when we are in a location with any of the reporters and we do anything other than move, we get one of these tokens. I guess they, like a paparazzi, they take a picture of us. And if you get 3 of them, you become exposed, you take a damage, and you have to play your next card face down. I think after that it doesn't matter, but you do not want to get your secret identity discovered because it's going to slow things down. But I thought this would be a fun challenge to use because this is definitely something Daredevil has had to deal with. In the comics, he was exposed for a while, so we're going to mix that up. So now when you're in one of these locations, you have to be careful. Now you can spend heroics to move them around, which I suspect will actually be kind of nice because we saw in the last game that, you know, we had kind of heroics we just didn't care about because we were just focused on taking out the thugs, and we'll probably play the same way since we're playing the same mix of characters. So maybe we'll have leftover heroic actions to move the reporters out of the way. So, but we'll see. I don't know. Maybe this is a really hard challenge. Let's draw the opening hands for the heroes. We get Iron Fist gets a chi augmentation, a move and a punch, and a move and a punch. We're just going to kind of keep those on the decks. So one of the reasons why I don't play multi-handed in games as much is because it takes up a lot of space, especially when you're trying to get everything into a camera shot. Looks like Daredevil is going to be really good at clearing threats for a little while. And Electra is got a good mix of move and punch. All right, but Kingpin goes first, so he's going to advance the plan. Of course he is. So he's going to move over here with Bullseye. He's going to take his number 1 token. Now he's going to bam, which doesn't deal any damage to us. Bullseye is going to bam, which is going to take out a civilian from each of these spaces. But again, I think we're playing in a way that we don't really care about that as much. Now I have this space down here I can maybe use for the storyline. I can see it a little clearer. Now we need 2 thugs here and 2 thugs here. Thug, thug. And a couple thugs there. All right. So now it is our turn. Iron Fist is going first. He's going to draw. He's got a bunch of movement, a bunch of punches. So I feel like the strategy is the same. We want to clear the connections, start knocking out thugs, and then just whatever other 2 threats. It'd be kind of fun to take out Bullseye again. Let's go ahead and put him back out on the board because he just looks so awesome. So is Daredevil going to be able to move? Well, maybe. So I kind of just want to get us going on heroics. Though I would like to save this to maybe beat up on Bullseye. He's got 3 of these though. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play the chi augmentation. We'll get started on the connections. And then we have 2 punches, split as we like among adjacent locations and ours. Let's definitely clear this up a little bit just so we can avoid potential future overflows. Now, how does this, when a hero in a location, okay. So if you go adjacent, it's fine, okay. So we're safe from the reporters so far. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and discard another one from here. And of course, we don't get to put them on there because of the connection threats. Okay, so that was Iron Fist's turn. Now Daredevil is up. Draws his Blind Justice card, so we could get some movement tokens if we defeat some thugs, but I'd really like to save that for later. Probably just use the double heroic, finish off this connections, but then what does that leave for Electra? She's just gonna punch some stuff. Kind of want to send her up to fight Bullseye. She definitely has a bone to pick with that guy. He's killed her at least once. So, yeah, let's just go all in on getting these connections cleared up as fast as we can. So just go double heroic, finish off this one. One threat down. And then now we could swap a card from our hand with one of our cards in storyline, so we can get that double heroic back, which might be okay. I just want to make sure Electra has something she can do. She could move and then make use of the heroic up there, though she'll be in a space with a reporter. She can take a couple of those tokens before it gets bad, so I think I'm actually not going to take advantage of that. I'll let her have the double heroic because I suspect she probably doesn't have any. So that's fine. So then it's her turn. She's got a move and a punch, and she's going to have 2 heroics, so she definitely wants to move. Not too worried about the punch, so let's just kind of use up this basic move for now. But I do need to be thinking about Danny. It's definitely requires more brain power to manage the 3 characters, because you always got to be thinking about what they're going to do next. It's easier when you just have your one hand of cards. But yeah, I think I'm going to save that punch for Bullseye. So we're going to do the single move. So she's going to go up here. She's going to use Daredevil's double heroic to get this 2/3 of the way done. Now, this reporter saw her do that, so he is going to give her one of these, I'm going to call them paparazzi tokens because I assume that's kind of what's happening. So that is going to be that. So back to Kingpin. He isn't advancing the plan. He's going to move 5, so he zooms around the whole board, comes around this side. He doesn't bam, which is good for Electra because she's close to Bullseye. And then this is the one where he just puts out a ton of tokens. So, all of these should be thugs. And it's just going to get more thugs and overflow, but doesn't really matter because we're not there. I got a chance to play the Fantastic Four expansion the other day with some friends, and this feels like it would be a good one for the overflow challenge, whatever that one's called, the takeover challenge, where the overflows get put onto a separate card, and then if that gets filled up, you lose the game. So I feel like I've got a lot of overflows in this that I just don't care about. Maybe I'm getting lucky. But yeah, if they were going on that other card, that would definitely make life harder. And then this one still needs 2 civilians. All right. So that is the end of his turn. So we're back to Iron Fist. He's drawing just a single heroic. He has a move. We clear this, we can start taking out thugs right away. And it's nice that we're able to do it so quickly. We drew all that heroic early on. So if we just use his single heroic, that would be enough to get up there and finish that off, though he's kind of our puncher. Got to be thinking about Daredevil too. Because if we clear that threat, Daredevil can just start punching thugs in his location. He doesn't have a lot of punches. Right now, at least. . Yeah, I guess we'll just do the single. It's fine. So he's going to move up here. He's going to finish this off, which is going to get him one of these paparazzi tokens. But at least now we can start taking out the thugs. I think the reporters could maybe mind their own business and be happy that we're helping, but they're just doing their job, I guess. Now, this one is end of turn. You may move up to 2 civilians or thugs in any combination from this location to any other locations. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So if we wanted to, we could feed Daredevil some thugs. Probably got more than he's going to be able to deal with anyway, though. So I guess we won't do that. All right. Matt's up. He gets a move, and he gets extra tokens for moving. Well, I think we're just going to use the blind justice. It's going to get us a movement token for each thug we defeat this turn, and we are getting a punch. So let's go ahead and hit a thug, and now we get credit for it. We get a movement token for that, but I think we'll probably just head this way and start working on this because we're going to need to clear at least one other threat besides potentially taking out Bullseye. So that's the plan. I don't know if I'm spreading myself too thin. And he's going to get the phone token. So they all got one of each. You get 3 before anything goes bad. So I guess I'm being a little casual with it for now. On to Electra. She is drawing a punch, and this is the one that lets her deal damage in both adjacent locations. So that could be really cool. Also, I didn't even remotely think about her turn when I played this card. So she just got the punch. So she could stand there and just do a whole bunch of damage, though. That seems fine. Yeah, we'll do that. So she gets a punch to use, 2 punches to use in her location, and then she's doing a punch here and a punch here. So she's definitely going to take both of these thugs out. Reporter's going to catch her in the act. If she happened to have a heroic action, I would have used it to move the reporter. That does seem nice, but she just didn't have any. And then we're going to do the damage here to take out this thug with the Psy. And then we could hit Bullseye, or we could take a thug out here. I think I will hit Bullseye, though. I want to start working on that. I don't really care if that overflows. I did leave them both in range of Bullseye, though. Well, let's see if that matters. It does. So 1, 2, 3. Kingpin almost landed on either of us. He's going to bam. We're fine, but Bullseye is going to discard civilians from here and here. We're here, so he doesn't discard that one. And then Electra and Iron Fist both take a damage. Man, it's kind of vicious. All right, well, she is just going to give up her single punch. And Danny, probably the single move, I guess, right? All right, and then he is going to be putting out civilians here and here. Oh, suddenly I care about the overflow. This one's fine, but Daredevil is going to get an overflow, so he's going to take a damage. And we'll just give up the single heroic. Whew, okay. Okay, feels like there's a little bit more going on here. Now it is Iron Fist's turn. Just draws a single punch. We need to kill 5 more thugs. We still have... Oh, I forgot to put this here. We have 2 more threats to clear. I kind of just want to send these 2 over to take out Bullseye just because I think that's fun. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to give Danny a move and a punch, and he still has Electra's punch. So he's just going to come over here and start wailing on Bullseye. That makes me happy. On to Daredevil. He draws a move and a punch as well, but he already has a move and a punch. So if we do the radar sense, I think he can get some work done here. So we're going to play the radar sense. He's going to get a heroic or a punch token for each location he enters, and he has 2 movement. And he also will just have a single punch. Well, we use the punch here. But that's this. Okay, we don't want to be too easy going with those. Well, why don't I just move, which seems kind of silly, but that's going to get me 2 tokens. And my plan was to use both heroics to go on here, but then that reporter's going to see me. How much do I care about that? You know, I don't think we're in that big of a hurry to clear this. We're going to need to clear another one anyway. So I'll use 1 heroic token. I'm getting 2 heroic tokens because I moved twice. I'll just use 1 to move there. Then move the reporter there, and 1 to do this. He can clear that next turn. That's fine. Though I am leading him into potential overflow too. Well, I don't know. That's what I'm doing. I think I did all my actions. Now it is Electra's turn, and she gets her Master Assassin card. What perfect timing. Because she might just go assassinate Bullseye, who only has 2 health left. She's getting a movement from Daredevil, so I could just use her ninja training for the 2 punches. She doesn't really need the movement. Yeah, we will use her ninja training. So it's getting her, she's got a move from Daredevil. She's also going to come over here to Times Square. She's got her 2 punches from ninja training, which will finish off Bullseye. See you later. So that's 3 of 4 threats. And then she still has a regular punch, which she will use on the defeat thugs. And there is no reporter there to see any of that. And then at the end of the turn, you may rescue a civilian from this location. Sure, why not? Just take it off of there. And I think that was everything. Oh, this was probably supposed to be over here. Next one is, oh, he's not advancing the plan very much in this one at all. Interesting. So he is moving 1. He's not bamming, thankfully. And then he's putting 3 thugs there, which there is room for. Stark Labs just got taken over by some local hoods. And that is the end of Kingpin's turn. Back to Iron Fist. Draws one of his chi augmentations. Deal 2 damage split as you like, and you are in adjacent locations. That could be nice because we need a few more thugs. He is getting a punch already, so movement might be in order. There's 1 thug in his location right now. Yeah, we are going to just use his move and a punch. He's going to move and do 2 punches. Porter's going to take some pictures. That is going to leave Daredevil with a move and a punch. He draws just a single punch. Or we really want to finish the secrets off, so we pretty much have to play this heroic, which is going to finish this off. Though that puts him under pressure. Probably should have waited till Electra's turn, but, well, she's not going to be able to clear another threat anyway, so it's fine. So that's cleared. That was the heroic. I still have a move and a punch, and if I rescue any civilians, I would gain some movement tokens, but that does not look likely. Gonna move and punch here to clean this up a little bit. And I can swap a card with the storyline. And I like the look of this radar set, so let me get that out of there and get that back. All right, now that Kingpin is under pressure, it is his turn. And he is finally advancing the plan again, so he's going to 2, which Kind of figured that was going to happen. He's going to bam, so Daredevil is going to take a damage. I just got that Radar Sense card back, so it feels like I should probably give this one up. I don't know, actually. I guess. I'm not really sure what the best move is there. So he takes a damage. Bullseye's gone, so that bam isn't a thing. And then this is getting 3 thugs, but it's full. So it would overflow, but nobody's there. All right, I'm going to kind of bunch this up a little bit. So now it is Electra. She's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. She just draws a single punch. Not super helpful. So we just need to defeat 3 more thugs so we can start fighting Kingpin. And really all the thugs, most of the thugs left on the board are at the tower, which they are stronger. So we might just pick a few off here and there where we can. There's 2 here, 1 there. Oh yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Electra has a heroic already. We're going to save the Master Assassin for when she can hit Kingpin. So let's do a move and a punch. We do the punch here. And then let's see, 3 is here, and there's a really good chance he's going to start heading that way. So we probably don't want to move too far from there. I just don't know if I want to move to there because he'll bam and deal some damage, but she's got a card she can discard. So yeah, that's fine. She will go there. So that's her turn. Danny's up. We just need 2 more thugs. He's got a movement and a punch, and 2 of these now. These darn doubled up thugs are a pain to deal with. Oh, but I think this is actually going to work out. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play one of these chi augmentations. He'll use the heroic to move this reporter over here. And then he'll use his chi augmentation, 2 damage, split as you like in your and adjacent locations. 2 damage will be enough to take out one of these thugs. And then he'll use the attack from Electra to take out this one, completing the second mission, and now we can start attacking Kingpin. Super cool. Now Daredevil, very close to getting knocked out, but he's probably going to move over to them, and neither of them should get knocked out. Let's see. He sure is. So he's going to, oh, that token should be gone. He's going to step 3 in the plan. He's going to bam, so Iron Fist and Electra both take a damage. Well, kind of an easy choice, I guess. Yeah, because he's just going to hit him. And same for Electra. And then we're just doing thug, 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 which there is room for all that. And it is the Daredevil, who is all the way on the opposite side of town from where Kingpin is, and he has no help to move, though at least he still has the one here. And a heroic and a punch. Well, not super helpful. Now, he's going to be moving to 4, which is here. So Kingpin will probably come to us, so that'll be fine. So we will use the Radar Sense. Oh, but I don't want to be there because then he'll go there and he'll knock me out. That's not smart. Huh. So I guess Daredevil just kind of has to stay put. Doesn't leave him with much to do. But he can give Electra a punch at least. So we'll do a heroic and a punch. Might as well. And then I could swap a card if I wanted to. Nah, I'm good there. Okay, so Electra's turn. She's just gonna beat up on Kingpin as much as she can. Yep. Master Assassin, 3 damage to Kingpin. Didn't take too much to think of there. Though now he's gonna run over here. It's gonna be a real pain. Get everybody over there. And everybody's kind of hurting. We could have a real bad turn or two here, and suddenly everybody doesn't have a lot of time. Okay, Kingpin is, yep, here we go. Advancing the plan, coming over here, taking down 4. Bam is fine. 2 thugs, 2 thugs, 2 thugs is all fine. Okay. Alrighty. Now it is Iron Fist's turn. Got a long ways to go. 5 and 6 are over here, so it better just to position ourselves close to here. And then Daredevil's going to be after. We definitely want Daredevil to be able to move and attack. Well, he could move. This whole positioning thing is really tricky. Now that we're getting close to the end of the game, don't want to waste too many actions, but yeah, I guess he's just, yeah, he's going to give Daredevil the punch, and he has a movement and a heroic. So we will move down here to be closer to 5, and then we'll use the heroic to just get the reporter out of the way. And the punch won't do anything. That's fine. Daredevil is moving heroic. We're going to use the radar sense because he's going to get an extra token for each location he enters. So he's definitely going to move up here. He's going to use the heroic to get this reporter out of the way. I don't think there's any rules about them doubled up. No, I think they're allowed to be in the same location. And then he's going to get a punch token for moving and this punch. So we're going to do 2 damage, leaving Kingpin with 3 health. Then we could move some civilians or thugs around, but I don't think I really care about that. All right, is Kingpin going down to 5? He is not. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, but he didn't bam. So Electra is safe. I thought she was going to get knocked out there for a second. Civilian goes here, overflows. Uh-oh. Yeah, here we go. Iron Fist is getting knocked out because the overflow will deal the damage to him. And so his special rules: when a hero is KO'd, Kingpin doesn't activate his BAM. Instead, he plays another Master Plan card. Whew. So he is going to play another card. He's putting 2 civilians here. And 1 there. But now he is going to go again because Danny got knocked out. Oh, this seems real bad. He's going to stay put and he's going to bam. I'm not feeling very good about this. So now Electra is going to take a damage. She's getting knocked out. So Kingpin's going to go again. We're just dropping like flies. And he is going to advance the plan. Well, sure, he's taking out all the heroes. Why not? He can just mosey all over wherever he wants. He's going to bam here. That's fine. Takes out 5. And then we've got thug, 2 thugs here. Overflow won't do anything. Thug here, overflow won't do anything because Danny's already knocked out. So we just need a thug there. Starting to run out of tokens. Okay, that seemed bad. He's only got 2 cards left. All my heroes are dead. And it's Electra's turn. So she gets to draw 4 cards, which is going to be almost all of them. She's got a movement. But Kingpin is all the way down here. He's probably going to come here, but... Oh, wait. When he... Oh, we're about to lose. We are about to lose. All right, well, she's going to play her move and a punch. So she's got 2 moves and a punch. So depending on what Danny draws, You could discard a thug from any location. Yeah, let's try to cut down on these overflows, I guess. I don't know if it's going to matter. Yes, now Danny stands up. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got a move and a punch. And we'll just use the chi augmentation. Move, punch, punch. Would have been a punch. Whoa, that was close. That was tense. That was nice. I really liked how that ended. That was really, really close. Hopefully I didn't screw anything up. I haven't played a lot of multi-handed. It was a little bit to manage. But either way, it was really, really, really fun. So I guess the question I was hoping to answer here is, which do I like better? I don't know, because it is really nice. Like the ease of play, the Commander Solo is just so simple. It's so easy to move your one person. You got the support cards to look at all the time. So it's just kind of easier to plan out what you're trying to do. Whereas here, you know, I've got 3 different hands of cards and I'm always trying to have to remember what's in everybody's hand, so I kind of know what they can do on their turns. But I liked the challenge of this more, and it was more fun to moving everybody around the board. Having that more like a tactical positioning, which is really, you know, that's a big part of the game that of course is lost in the solo mode. I think forced to choose, I still like this. I like the multi-handed better, but I don't know that I would want to play it all the time, because I definitely would still want to do Commander. And I think when we get the equipment and we get the battle plan cards, you know, that's just going to add a lot of variety. And one of the things I liked about this more is just how close it was. Like I really, really thought I was about to lose, because he would have gone 2 and been, okay, we would have been fine probably, but if this had been the next card and we couldn't have finished him off, then that would have been the game. And that tension was fun. I haven't really felt the tension yet in the Commander Solo mode, because it just has felt easier. So that's one thing I would definitely want to try to find, is that sweet spot for difficulty, which, you know, is probably going to be different for every single villain. So I don't know. I guess it's a tie. I don't know if that's lame. They're very different. They're very different ways to play, and I think that is good enough right there. Like there doesn't need to be a better or worse, a favorite or preferred. It's just sometimes play this way, sometimes play that way, and you're just going to get a decently enough different experience that you're just getting that much more value out of the game. So I think that's kind of where I settle on that. I'll be happy to play both, but I really do think I'm going to continue playing this way, the multi-handed, just because I want to wait till the stuff comes out. You know, there's going to be so much cool new stuff that I just want to play the game the way it sort of is right now before trying to pretend like I have that stuff. I'll have that stuff eventually. So, well, that's going to do it for this one. I hope that was fun for you. Please let me know in the comments if having the painted miniatures added value to the game for you, or if you didn't really notice because maybe it's a little bit harder to see down on the table, especially with the vertical view. Because if it adds enough value, we'll definitely try to find a way to make this happen more often. So please let me know about that. And I think the next time I get a chance to play this, probably going to be jumping into the Spider-Verse and checking out Green Goblin. I hear he's really, really hard. So if I want to find a challenge, sounds like that's the place to look. So I want to thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, I just ask if you wouldn't mind liking it and subscribe to the channel to see more Marvel United in the future. And with that, I just look forward to seeing you next time we get up in game. Take care, folks. Bye-bye. Oh, and jumping back in real quick, I started cleaning up, and then I realized I didn't say anything about the Secret Identity Challenge. So I thought this was really fun. It definitely didn't make it too much harder. Nobody got exposed, but it was still kind of fun having the heroic tokens to move them around. You know, I think if you didn't do that at least a little bit, it certainly could have caused some trouble, especially with how close the game ended up being. I think if we had to have had taken a damage and played our next card face down at some point, especially there towards the end of the game, which is when that's going to happen, you know, by the time you collect the 3, it's going to be towards the end of the game. I think it's definitely was worth considering. And so I'm glad I included this. Maybe this was part of what made it so close. I did use a couple actions on that. I never felt like it was crucial, but I just kind of did it for the fun of it. But it might have been, you know, if I had let myself get exposed. So that was really fun. I'm glad I included that. I'm looking forward to trying the challenges as well. I'm going to start mixing those in. So just wanted to jump back in and say that. So I'll get back to cleaning up. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.